Well, it's a slow time right now. There isn't much happening out here. And as you can see, there's lots of cloud. It's supposed to start raining around 4, but it's so sunny out. I think the rain's going to hold off. Yeah, I believe the rain will hold off. That camera isn't even running right now. Well, part of the reason is that the hazy conditions is making filming a little difficult out here. And there's not really there's no feeding frenzy. Oh, well, I think I'll just relax and sit and hope that there's something that happens. Let's see if I can. Yeah, there's some birds out there, but I wish there were more. Well, I think I see a seal down here. That might be a seal. Yeah. That water is over paradise. He's relaxing. It's like a giant eddy right now. There's no current there. So he's just going fishing. A lazy fish. This harbor here was quite the spot back in the French and Indian Wars, or the Morning Wars, as some people might know them. That was when George Washington was a young lieutenant. Many raids by the Micmac and Maliseet, Passamaquoddy. Many raids were carried out against the 13 colonies from here. The St. John River system was used as a sort of a supply route for French forces and their allies, and to help stop the Iroquois from raiding the St. Lawrence River Valley. The Micmac, the Maliseet, the Passamaquoddy, the Algonquin tribes in this area, New Brunswick, Atlantic Canada, they carried out raids down into Maine and New Hampshire, and from the St. Lawrence Riverside, it was the Abenaki, or I should say from Maine and the St. Lawrence area, it was the Abenaki going south. They carried out the Dearborn, Massachusetts attack. It's a very rich history. And there were many pirates that also roamed from here to attack the English fleet, English boats, and there were many English pirates that came up here to attack French boats and French ports. This was during the Acadian times. And the Acadian times, I believe, began in 1604 when Champlain arrived, because he wanted a colony of French people here. And many French people did come. He left here and he went up the St. Lawrence. He founded Quebec, and the Acadian colony, well, it consisted of a great part of what is now Maine, all of New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and PEI. So the French people were very, very prolific. The Acadians did not take part in the French and Indian Wars. They swore a truce of oh my gosh. They declared in a truce they would not help the French attack the English, and they would not help the English attack the French. So for 40 years or more, well, yes, it was 1755 when the Acadians were expelled or taken away. But for, I think it was 100 years, the Acadians living in Maine, New Brunswick, well, what we call Maine, New Brunswick, and Nova Scotia, and PEI, the Acadians flourished. They did not take part in the war for the conquest of North America, and they had good farms and they had good lifestyles, and they had none of the disease that people in European towns had. That the Acadians got along well with the native people. They had no quarrel with the Micmac or any other tribe. Everybody got along in peace. The Acadians kind of stuck on the coast, and the native peoples lived inland, but they came to the coast just to go fishing, to hunt seal, stuff like that. And the Acadians and the native people intermixed. After the expulsion of the Acadians in 1755, the British took over, and the native peoples suddenly lost all the freedom that they had with the French Acadian, and they carried out a little war against the English. Yeah, the history goes back 400 years. The city here in itself is 300 years old. After the Loyalists arrived in great droves, they built the city, and they built Martello Tower, and they built Fort Howe. There is a seal out there. I'll try to get him in. The air is getting really misty. Now, during the days of the pirates, the French pirates traveled south to attack the English fleet, to cut off supplies, to gain wealth and stuff like that. The name for the English pirates, the other name for them is privateers. And Blackbeard was among them, I believe, something like that. Yeah, Blackbeard aided the English. He harassed the Spanish naval fleets. And when he crossed the line and started harassing English merchant boats, that's when the British Navy went after him. Oh well, I guess that's enough of that video. I rambled on quite a bit. I will see you online.